Hi everyone, so today is another laid back not ready video. I was at work today. I'm not headed out the door like I always say. Actually, I am going to dinner tonight, but I'm not like all glammed out with my lashes and all my full makeup. So today I'm excited because I'm going to be doing a first impressions / review of the Too Faced Peach collection. I have most of the products and they're so nice, and I was so excited to get this package. This is not a sponsored video. I wasn't asked to make this video, but I was sent the stuff for free. But hey, that just makes it a better, review for you guys so that you can see more than like 2 or 3 products, which would be what I would have like bought at the store. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna start out with a foundation because I think that's the most important. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shades of this foundation. I think it's supposed to be like 4 lighter shades, 4 medium, and then 4 deep shades. So I actually do have this foundation on today. I'm wearing the color Porcelain. I just quickly looked through them thinking Porcelain was the lightest shade, but actually Snow is. So I will probably try to wear Snow tomorrow. I think that this might be a little too dark for my face. So the first one I'm going to swatch is Snow. This is what the bottle looks like. It's in like a squeezy tube. In terms of how much product, 1.6 ounces. That's pretty good. I feel like most foundations are usually 1 ounce, about that. So oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, photo-friendly. It is right now 5:54 p.m. I put my makeup on around 8:30 a.m. I have not touched up my face. I haven't put any more powder on, anything like that. So this is exactly what my makeup has looked like all day since the whole day I've been at work. I haven't been, sweating my ass off or anything at work. I've just been sitting behind a desk all day. But I usually feel like I'm like a smidge more oily than this, and I'm really not oily at all. So it is definitely matte, and I can, attest to that. So I guess I'll just like start with my hand. So this is the color Snow, what it looks like right here. This would probably match me best. And this on the website is described as the fairest color with rosy undertones. I don't really see like overly pink undertones in this because I hate foundations that are so light and have that, because personally I don't feel like it looks good on me or matches me. So that's Snow. Next we have Porcelain, which again, this is what I'm wearing right now, and this is described as fair with rosy undertones. So not the fairest. It looks like it matches my hand more, but I just put less on. You can just see it's like a smidgen deeper. Next is Vanilla. This is described as very light with neutral undertones, and Vanilla looks like that. Next is Nude, and this is described as light with rosy undertones. So this is Vanilla, and for me, this is where it starts to look like more tan on me. Like if I had the remnants of a spray tan left over, maybe I would be this color. Next, we have Warm Nude. And guys, if I didn't already say this, these are like a medium to full coverage foundation. I'd say they're like in between medium and full. It's not like super full coverage, but it's definitely not a light coverage at all. So it's good coverage. And this is described as light with golden undertones. All right, next we have this guy, which is light beige, described as light with neutral undertones. Then we have, sorry, I should have like done this like this, but I'm trying to like be awkwardly like this. We have natural beige right here, which is a light medium with neutral undertones. Next, right here is warm beige. I don't know, maybe if I had like the first day of a super deep spray tan, this is what I would do. We're starting to get like pretty, medium, pretty tan here. So this is described as medium with neutral undertones. Next, we have Sand. This is medium with gold undertones. This one right here, the last one. And then next we have Honey, which is tan with rosy undertones. And again, just be reminded, just remember what my skin tone is. My skin tone is between, the Porcelain and the Snow color. So just, that's why, everything looks the way it does on me. So just try to keep that in mind when thinking of your own shade. But yeah, this is Honey. Then we have Mocha, which is deep tan with golden undertones. And then the last color here on my arm is Mahogany, deep with rosy undertones. Now, I mean, in terms of color range right here, you can see that we cover like all your pale and your mediums, which I always talk about. Not all foundation colors, you know, for me, I'm not always able to find something that's light enough for me. In terms of darkness, I wouldn't say that the colors go deep enough. So if you have a deeper skin tone, I mean, Mahogany still seems kind of light to me. So that's the only thing. I think shade range wise, you know, medium and light skin girls, you're fine. But, you know, getting anything into a deeper skin tone, it's not the best shade choice. The next thing I'm going to show is their lipsticks. I have 3 of them. I'm assuming there are more than 3. I'm pretty sure there are, but I got 3. The lipsticks, the cool thing about these is the way that they are first packaged. The packaging is so nice. It's like a nice, like heavier feel to it. It's more luxurious, I think, than your standard lipstick. It has the TooFaced logo here and this cute little button thing. You pull that off, and this is what the actual lipstick looks like, which I think is so gorgeous. It's got the little peaches in it and the little TooFaced logo, so it's really hurting my soul that I have to swatch this because it's so pretty. But okay, so this first color is called Sunday Funday. Super cute. I'm gonna have to go like get in the shower and scrub my arms. I don't even really know. I'm assuming this is matte because the whole appeal of everything in this collection is supposed to be matte. It feels matte, but not too matte, just as I'm rubbing it on. This is just a really gorgeous neutral color. I think this would probably look good on most skin tones. It's not too light, it's not too deep. It's like right in the middle for that neutral color. Next, we have Doll Face. And this one, if you compare it to Sunday Funday, it's just a little bit lighter, but they're really similar. So this is Doll Face, this is Sunday Funday on the other side here. And if I swatch that next to Sunday Funday, really pretty. It goes on really smooth. I know it's like my arm, not my lips, but, and that's what they look like next to each other on my skin. And the last lipstick that I do have is called Drunk Dial, which I love. Literally, this is so pretty. Like, I do not want to ruin it, but this is just like a pretty plum color, but it's like a little more like fuchsia-y, I guess, than plum. Like, this is a bright color. If you're scared of bright lip colors, you're not gonna like this. But if you're not and you want a nice, interesting, different fall color and you're over liquid lipsticks, but you still want the staying power of a matte, this one's pretty. Okay, so another thing that I have that I'm also wearing today is this blush, which just is really interesting. It's called Peach My Cheeks. And sorry if I'm like looking over in the corner. I have my computer up too, so I can just make sure I have everything right. Looks like this. It looks like super, super pink. And the interesting thing though, it says Melting Powder Blush. But it's basically like a cream. Like, the texture is really interesting. It feels like a cream when you're like rubbing it, but then when you go to swatch it, it has like, it's not like a lipstick, like how creamy and pigmented a lipstick would be. But in a cream blush, you want it to be buildable. You don't want it to be like overly pigmented, because nobody wants their blush to be like a full pink lipstick or eyeshadow. So I wore this all day today. I didn't set it with any like powder blush or anything. And this, I think, is a great thing if you want to do, like, I know when I worked at Sephora, a lot of women would be like, you know, I can't get my blush to stay on my face. If you want to try something like this, because it goes on like a cream and has that staying power, but it dries down to like a blush or a powder consistency. So this is pretty cool, and I really actually like this a lot. I just applied it with like a foundation brush, and I really like it. So this is, again, called Peach My Cheeks. How cute. Honestly, like, I would love to be hired by TooFaced to come up with the names of their stuff, because I feel like whoever does that is my spirit animal. Drunk Dial, Sunday Funday, Peach My Cheeks. It's all Super cute. Next thing I have, similar to the blush, is their highlighting, you know, creamy powder thingy or whatever. So this has that same texture, and I should have worn this today because it's actually really pretty, and it's going to be really hard for me to show you guys a swatch of this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but basically this looks like a very subtle, not sparkly, not glittery highlight. It just looks like it gives you like a real natural sheen. I know you guys saw that I liked the Kim K KKW Beauty highlighter because it was more subtle, because I don't like when my highlighters are like, "Arr!" Which I know I'm the only person on the face of this earth right now that doesn't want such an intense highlighter, but this doesn't seem that intense, and it seems really pretty and buildable. So this is gorgeous. This is called Peach Frost Melting Powder Highlighter. Last thing I have in the terms of these little guys, like the melting powder thingies, is the bronzer, which is really interesting. I will have to try this out. First thoughts is it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, so it's not, you know, like a super matte. Like, it is more of a bronzer, not like a contour powder. But I'll have to try this out and use it and see. I feel like this would be good for summer, like a summer night, because it just kind of looks tan and bronzy and glowy, rather than like a cool toned, like contour color. So that is the bronzed peach. The next thing I have is the eyeshadow palette. I think I'm like running out of space here on my arm, so I'm just gonna swatch, I guess, a few colors of this just to kind of see the formula rather than anything. This is so pretty. I was so excited to get this. It is called the Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette, infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I don't know what that even really means, like infused with peach, how? But it's super cute. It's pretty small, but it's not, you know, teeny tiny. It's just more compact. You could travel with it. I travel a lot for work, so this would be a palette I could bring with me. Here are the colors. These are all matte colors, all peachy, but not like overly ridiculous. They're still in that neutral color scheme to where you could, you know, actually use them. Because I know the older I get, like the less crazy colored eyeshadows I use. I like things that are more, you know, everyday wearable. First touching it, it feels pretty smooth. I mean, it's hard for me to swatch on my arm. Like, I don't know. For like an eyeshadow, I'm going to have to play with it. It feels more powdery, but for me, like, I trust a brand like TooFaced for their eyeshadow. TooFaced was always my favorite formula for shadows, and they feel pretty creamy even on like my friggin' dry arm here. I can just feel that I need to like moisturize. We have their primer, and this is called Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. Now, I'll be real with you guys, I haven't used a primer in ages, but I'll try it, you know, or at least I'll use it on clients or give it to my mom or something, because I like to give my mom makeup. I just feel like, you know, I'm like Santa Claus or whatever. She gets like super excited about it. So this smells like peach. This is really nice. This is not one of those super like silicone-y primers like the Smashbox one, but I'll be honest, I hate those. I would never use those on my face. I think those are better for oily skinned, large pores, things like that. This feels kind of like a cross between a moisturizer and something like the Professional by Benefit, if that makes sense. It's not super you know, silicone-y or whatever, but it's also not completely like hydrating like a moisturizer would be. So I'll have to try this. Like I said, I haven't used a foundation primer in so long. I just use moisturizer anymore, so don't kill me. Next thing is this setting spray. Which smells like perfume and smells so good. I don't normally use setting spray. I'll mostly use it if I look too powdery. I don't believe that setting spray actually sets your makeup. I think that's what powder does. But setting spray or any type of hydrating spray I think works well when you're like, shit, I have just caked my makeup on. I have way too much powder on, and you don't want to look so powdery and caked. It says shake me baby. It's really cute. I guess you have to shake it. Smells like peach. Smells great. Wear it as a perfume if you want. Alright, not really, but it smells really good. And this is supposed to be mattifying. which is interesting because I always associate sprays with hydrating. All right, so I just have 1, 2, 3 more things to show you guys. It's getting to be a long video, but I hope it's helpful. So this is something I found really interesting. This is the, oh, what's this? Peachy, the Peach Blur finishing powder. But when you open it up, it kind of looks like a highlighter. It's got a little bit of like a sheen to it. And when you touch it, it also kind of looks like a highlighter. Like when I really swatch it, it almost looks like a subtle highlight, but not really. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. I'll have to do like my whole full face with all this stuff and then do like a little Instagram post review. So yeah, this is supposed to be like a blurring powder, like a finishing powder. What does it say? This is the most magical all-over finishing powder ever created. Achieve the illusion of perfect skin with correcting spheres that help smooth harsh lines and blur imperfections in a translucent peach shade that works on all skin tones. So annoying, my camera died. Okay, so I just have 2 more things to show you guys and then we will be done here. So we have the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. And honestly, I like don't even want to open this to get this all messy right now, but I guess I will. It just looks like, whoa! It looks like any normal setting powder. I feel like if I'm like trying to smell it, I'm like snorting it. But anyway, feels really smooth, feels like any other translucent powder. Again, I think I'm gonna do my makeup and use all this stuff that I possibly can and then take a picture and kind of do a little Instagram review. So let me know if you want me to do that, since this is mostly like a first impressions video of the stuff I haven't tried yet. And the last thing I have is really pretty. It is the Sweetie Pie, which is interesting because this says Radiant Matte Bronzer, but then obviously when you look at this, you can see the strips of like glowiness to it. So if I swatch this, and I went and I cleaned my arm off while my camera died. It looks like this. I would not call this matte, if I'm being honest. It's just not. There's shimmer to this for sure. It's not a ridiculous amount of shimmer, but there's definitely some shimmer in it. Regardless, it's a really pretty bronzer. And I like the ones that have different colors in them. I think sometimes they can add like just something to your face that you don't realize. So this is really pretty, and this is called Sweetie Pie. Alright guys, so that is all I have for you. I'm headed out the door, but I'm going just to dinner. I'm not going to have any crazy night with my friends or anything. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will do an Instagram post review, like detailed review on all this stuff so you can see everything on me. And if you have any questions, let me know. I don't know if I already said that. But I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.